Hello, this is Teacher Dan, and we're going to start with the TOEFL IBT preparation classes here on YouTube. Okay, so today we are going to start with the independent speaking task. Do you know why is it called independent speaking task? Well, it is called independent speaking task because you can answer the task question based on your own information. Okay? Remember that we are TOEFL Preparation Center, or we are also known as TPC English on social media. So we're going to start with the per choice. Please read with me. In the independent speaking task, you will be presented with two possible actions, situations, or opinions. Then you will be asked to say which of the actions or situation you think is preferable. In other words, they're gonna give you two options. You need to pick one, the one that you prefer, or which opinion you think is more justified, and then explain your choice by providing reasons and details. You will have 45 seconds to give your response. Okay? So remember, this is only the per choice independent speaking task. There are other different independent speaking assignments. Okay? Now, we are going to check an example of the per choice so you can have an idea of how this is presented in the real test. For example, test question. Some students study for classes individually, others study in groups. Which method of studying do you think is better for students and why? In the real test, you will have 15 seconds to prepare and 45 seconds to speak. Okay? Okay, first of all, in the TOEFL IBT test, it's very important that you use structures for the speaking section and the writing section. If you don't follow these structures or outlines, your score can be decreased. Okay, so what is an outline? An outline is the structure you need to follow for a specific task. In this case, for the speaking section for the TOEFL IBT. Outline is a synonym of a structure. Remember, in the TOEFL IBT, we need to try to use as much as possible of academic vocabulary. A structure, it is a word for regular English, and outline is an academic word. Okay, so try to use academic vocabulary. Okay, we're gonna start learning the independent speaking task outline. We need to start with the topic statement. This is our first step. In this step, you need to answer the test question. Remember, the first sentence of your speech needs to reply to the test question. The leading. The leading is a sentence that informs how many reasons you will develop. Remember that we only have 45 seconds to develop our speech. So because of the timing, we only can develop two reasons properly. Okay? The third step is our first reason. You give the first reason for the test question. Okay? Remember, we need to start giving the first reason why we think our response. And after that, in the fourth step, we need to give a detail, our example, or both about our previous first reason. You have to include details or examples or both if you have time to support your idea. If you don't include details in your speech or examples, your speech might sound without enough information to support your ideas, okay? So that can give you a low score. Remember, you need to follow every step of this outline. Fifth, in the second reason, you give the second reason for the test question. In the second reason, we start repeating the process with the reason and the details or examples. Okay, remember, details or examples about the previous second reason as we did in the first reason. Okay, and finally the conclusion. You can conclude with a review or a personal opinion. In the following example, I'm going to show you how it can be as a review, but in the personal opinion part, it is just kind of your final thought about the test question. Okay, you can do it in that way. You can do it as you prefer it. All right. Okay, this is very important. You need to use connectors all the time for your speech because in academic English, if you use connectors, you will have a good level, but if in the test you don't use connectors, that can be bad for you. Remember, we have connectors of superlatives, we have connectors to talk about opinion language, we have connectors that deal with introducing reasons, we have connectors that are about details or explanations. We have transitions to introduce examples. And finally, we have transitions of conclusion. So during your whole speech, have to go with connectors. Okay, that is very, very important and you cannot forget it. All right. So we are going to practice this per choice independent speaking task with this test question, okay? Some students study for classes individually. Other students study in groups. Which method of studying do you think is better for students and why? Remember, preparation time, 15 seconds, response time, 45 seconds, okay? Let's do it. Okay, first of all, I'm gonna show you a step by step, okay? For example, we have topic statement. This is the first step. Second, let in. Third, first reason. Four, details, examples. Fifth, second reason. Sixth, details, examples. And seventh, conclusion, okay? So, remember, for teaching purposes, I wrote the whole speech so you can see the example step by step. And as you can notice, all the linkers are highlighted in different colors so you can see the significance of using transitions, okay? A perfect example following all the steps will be the following, okay? Let's check it. In my view, studying in groups is better for students. I will explain it for the following two reasons. First, learning any topic grouply promotes students' motivation. This means that students feel more motivated with someone to debate the current knowledge. Second, students can help each other with difficult topics. For instance, if there is a student with a specific question, another student can explain the student's question. To sum up, those were the reasons why I consider studying in groups is better. Okay, as you can see, I spoke following the outline following the structure that we learned today. In that way, we can have an organized speech and a well-prepared one. Okay, so now you know how the independent speaking test works. If you have more questions about the outline or the example, you can pause the video and check carefully every step. Okay? Remember that practice is really important to improve your level, but most importantly, don't forget to use the outline for the independent speaking section to have a high score in the TOEFL IBT. Remember that we offer online courses for you to prepare for the TOEFL IBT and ITP. If you want more information, you can contact us on our social media. We have our Instagram account, TikTok account, Facebook account, and on Instagram, on TikTok, we are as TPC English, and with this user in Facebook. Don't forget to subscribe our YouTube channel and to follow us on social media. If you want to share your example as the one that we did in this video in the comments, please do it. That is the thing that I recommend you to do. Try to prepare your speech with the same test question, but with your own information, okay? I hope that you learned something today and keep practicing and learning for the TOEFL IBT. Remember, it is a difficult test, but not an impossible one. Okay, see you guys. Take care.